LJH crew, what's going on? Thank you for clicking on another edition of the Real LJH Productions. Hope everybody out there is doing well. Today I got a quick movie review. We're going to talk about Netflix's Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F. Um, Now I want to start by saying these are the movies where Eddie Murphy is at his best. His last couple of films before this, I mean, let's be real. Meet Dave, even the Haunted Mansion throw in there. These were just an easy script for Eddie Murphy to stay relevant. They weren't exactly his type of films. This takes Eddie Murphy back to his best, playing one of his greatest characters, Axel Foley, and brings back Haggard, it brings back Billy, it brings back the crew, as well as introducing some new characters. Kevin Bacon plays a, let's say, crooked cop, if you will, and then it introduces his daughter, who's a lawyer for criminals, and it was done well. It big step up from Beverly Hills Cop 3. The only thing is, I do think Netflix dropped the ball on this. I do think it could have made some decent money in theaters. Could have been released in like March or May, and you know, just made borderline of that summer money right before like Bad Boys came out and what else is coming out. I do think they would have made a profit with this movie in theaters, but sometimes Netflix just hesitates with stuff like that. I said the same thing about that movie Brighter that they did with Will Smith. These are movies that they could have put in theaters and it would have done well, and then they always put the shit movies in theaters, and then they wonder why they don't do well. That's just how Netflix is when they create their own films. But the movie starts off in Detroit, where Axel Foley is a cop, and I won't give away too much, but it's long story short, his daughter gets into a situation where she can't get herself out of, and someone tells Axel, um, "You got to help her out of this one," and she kind of wants nothing to do with it because somewhere between the years, I guess, of three, they had a fallout, and so she's learning to trust him, he's learning to trust her, but they have to work together to get each other out of trouble, as well as Billy, who's a retired cop, and of course he gets himself into trouble because he doesn't listen. And it's got a lot of funny moments. It's got a lot of serious moments. The action's good. The only thing that I said, like, I wish they would have done is I said, like, I wish they could have definitely put it into theaters and made it work. It definitely had the comedy and the action to do that. But it was a fun watch. I watched it with my dad because the Beverly Hills Cop thing. The Beverly Hills Cop movies are his movies, and I was raised on them. I mean, you know, classic Eddie Murphy, and he just Eddie Murphy's he's definitely classic Eddie Murphy in this. With the wisecracks, and Billy's hysterical, and Taggart's now the chief of police, so he's a little bit more hesitant to do things, but once you get him moving, he gets right back into crew, and it's batshit crazy. And then you added Joseph Gordon-Levitt with his character in this movie, and made him like the new partner of Axel, if you will. And he fits. If they went to do another Beverly Hills Cop movie, I wouldn't want it any other way. They did. It was great, and the plot's got a lot of twists and turns. It was an all-out fun action comedy movie, no doubt. But definitely go and see it. I definitely catch it on Netflix. It's streaming right now, and honestly, people were kind of upset with Beverly Hills Cop 3 when it came out in the 90s. At least in my opinion, Beverly Hills Cop Axel Foley makes up for it. They definitely went and fixed this franchise, and I would be okay with them doing another one. I think it would come out great. So going to the great point average here. Um, Comedy, I give it a solid A. Definitely Eddie Murphy at his best. Action wise, B. It's got a lot of explosive moments, a lot of shootouts. Typical Axel Foley. Um, Drama wise, I'll give a C. They don't really drag it on too much about the relationship with the daughters. They kind of just get to learn each other and it's quick. And suspense and thriller wise, D. There's not really like any like anything scary or anything about it or any pop ups. There's no horror, so we won't even rate that. But altogether, if I had to give you my full review with a full grade of Beverly Hills Axel Foley, I would tell you it's an A plus. Definitely go see it on Netflix. It is definitely worth the hour and 55 minutes. It's a real fun film, and do not miss it. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review of Beverly Hills Cop. Axel Foley, give this video a massive thumbs up if you liked it. Hit those notification bells so you always know when I post a new video. Check out the TikTok at the Real LJ's Productions as well. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, guys, once you hit 500 subscribers, I am giving away a copy of that Spider-Man 2 digital code for the PS5. I cannot show it to you today because I am not home. I am on a vacation trip. However, everybody out there stay safe. And just remember, guys, be kind to one another. That's what this world should be about. But with that being said, I say this to you guys, as always, as they say in the movies, cue the lights.